Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo, targeted for UFC 287 in the main event. We also got Conor McGregor has been offered to coach the Ultimate Fighter, a.k.a. TUF. We're going to start with, in my opinion, Henry Cejudo, Aljamain Sterling. I think this is more interesting in my opinion. Because why not? Let's just start with this. Henry Cejudo versus Aljamain Sterling. This is the fight that is targeted for UFC 287. That card is, we're going to go through it right now. UFC 287 is 287. Topology right there. That's 287, and it's most likely going to be in Brooklyn, New York, in my opinion. So Aljamain Sterling gets to go there, because he never got to fight in New York. I mean, he had a chance to back in November in MSG, but he now gets to fight in New York now. Well, he didn't really get the opportunity. Like, he just didn't fight in New York yet, as a big champion. And now he gets to, possibly against Henry Cejudo in a big fight. This is a big one. I guess this means I'll mention the other guys after this, my prediction here. I do believe Aljamain Sterling wins this one. I think Henry Cejudo is good, but it's been too little too late now. You've been out. You've been helping other fighters. You've been getting new champs. You got Davidson Figueiredo. I know he recently just lost, but when he beat Moreno the Trilogy, you got him to get the win there, so that was good. And you got Zhang Weili to, she arguably should have won against Rose Namajunas in the rematch. So you've been helping these other fighters become champions, but I just think the time off's there for Cejudo. I don't think it'll pay off against an active Aljamain Sterling, especially if he fights in April, because that will be November, month, December, 2 months, January, 3 months, February, 4 months. So 6 months off. 6 months off for that'd be 6 months off for Aljamain Sterling. That's it. And it will be, in my opinion, 6 months off only for Sterling, and it will be for Cejudo nearly 3 years off. Not a good sign at all. And you expect me to believe that he'll beat Aljamain Sterling, who's been somewhat active 6 months. I got Aljo. He fought twice last year. And he beat Peoria. I just think Aljo's the better fighter here now. Maybe if Cejudo was fighting around when he fought Dominic Cruz on short notice, by the way, and he doesn't if Dominic Cruz is stuffing the takedowns, you don't think Aljo can? And O'Malley, especially, I'll add him in there too. I don't think Cejudo's gonna be the same. And he's gained the weight, and I think you could see his back end taken for a couple of rounds. Maybe he has a good late championship rounds. Maybe wins round 4 and 5. Maybe loses. Maybe wins the early 3. But I just think Aljo's going to win the first 3 rounds here. Get the win. Close 4th round where Aljo slightly gets it. 5th round, Cejudo gets it. Aljo's gassing out. But yeah, I think Cejudo's going to lose this. But for the rest of the bantamweight division, I guess you can do O'Malley versus the winner of Vera Sandhagen, which would be cool. Especially of course, you want Vera to win that because of the history, but if Sandhagen wins, at least we see the 2 lanky guys in the division fighting each other, which I think O'Malley would win. I think O'Malley would beat Sandhagen and Vera, but not Vera in a 5-rounder. But you never know. Maybe he beats Vera in a 5-rounder. But yeah, I think Sterling wins this. Hopefully it gets made. But this means, I guess, the winner of Vera Sandhagen, which is coming up real soon, by the way, February 18th. So, stupid car outside. Has to be an idiot. Yeah. But that is come this weekend. That's 3 weeks away. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think Sterling wins this though. But the winner of Eric Sandhagen put them on a pay-per-view card versus O'Malley to get the winner gets the title shot. Let's go. But if it's Vera, this is the problem. If Sandhagen wins, you can't really give him a title shot because he lost to Yan. So give him O'Malley. And then the winner of that one can get a title shot. But if Vera wins, you kind of have to give him the title shot. Because at the end of the day, whether you think about it, Vera still beat Sean O'Malley on paper. And this win streak he's got, beating Sandhagen, Cruz, Font, Edgar, the other guy, Davey Grant. You got to give him a title shot. So it'll be weird if Vera wins and a bit confusing, but we'll see. Hopefully Sandhagen wins so we don't have to deal with that. We move on to another news, which is Conor McGregor. Yesterday, we spoke about him yesterday, about the whole incident that happened, which I think was a bit cap, but still. He has had another headline. He has been offered to coach the Ultimate Fighter. I don't mind this, to be honest with you. I don't mind this. It will push back his comeback date against whoever he's going to fight. But I kind of like this. It needs to be the right opponent, though. So this is the bit of the confusing part. It needs to be the right opponent, and I don't mind this at all. You know, MMA Island put TUF 31, Team McGregor versus Team. But I wouldn't mind, and I trash on him not recently, but before, like a couple of months ago, I was trashing him, saying he was irrelevant, and he is. So this could save his career even if he gets the win here, and even if he gets this fight by getting to the millions. Jorge Masvidal. I don't mind this on TUF, and this is the only reason I want this fight. If this doesn't happen on TUF, fuck it. Doesn't matter at all. But I know I'll get excited for the build-up and the TUF. It being on TUF will create it to be good. It will. I don't want it to be Chandler, because that would be shit. They would be nice to each other. Maybe McGregor will get on him, but Chandler won't really. Chandler will be nice to him. You know? He's lucky enough McGregor accepted the fight. So he'll be respectful. Masvidal, listen. I don't want to see Chandler and McGregor on the show. But Chandler, in my opinion, is a bit more relevant than Jorge Masvidal. I really think he is. Masvidal hasn't got a win since 2019 when he fought Nate Diaz by doctor stoppage with that cringy belt on the line. Chandler won May last year in 2022 against Tony Ferguson. I don't care he beat Ferguson though, but I don't care. He still is more relevant, and he almost beat Dustin Poirier. As where Masvidal got dominated about 10 months ago now by Colby Covington, 5-0, maybe 4-1 if he's lucky. So, but if Masvidal, if they just create McGregor Masvidal main event, boom, done. We're just gonna wait until the fight week. Boo. That is shit. Boo. Boo. You gotta create something big with McGregor's comeback. And he's not gonna be around forever. So, and he's not gonna be in the sport forever. He might retire in the next couple of fights. So you do. And if the TUF thing is really real, McGregor versus Masvidal is the only exception I have for making that fight happen. McGregor versus Masvidal. Make that fight happen. Make that happen in TUF. You know, have their seasons. And after all the fighters win the TUF shows and then fight on the UFC thing and they get the trophy, you'll have McGregor in the midway point of that. McGregor Masvidal is signed in July. When, by the way, Francis Ngannou fights wherever he is, which I think Dana White heard or something like that. He was gonna fight in July at latest, so whenever he fights, I mean, if he keeps delaying his comeback to like September, whatever, we can have another pay-per-view. But put this, and then UFC will do this, put McGregor versus Masvidal on whenever Ngannou fights to prove nobody will watch him. And Ngannou will learn a valuable lesson there. But TUF, if this is true, if it's not true, McGregor Chandler all the way. If this is true, McGregor Masvidal. I want to see McGregor come back with good stuff. Like, I want to see McGregor come back evil. I don't want to see nice McGregor, man. I really don't. So I don't mind the Masvidal fight. Just, this is acceptable. I don't want to see Masvidal headline another pay-per-view, man. He doesn't deserve it. He's number 11. I don't know McGregor. I know Chandler's not ranked anywhere at welterweight, but come on, you know? It's way more hype. Way more hyped of a fight. Yeah. And let's be real. If McGregor sleeps Chandler in round 1, it will make Poirier look a bit shit. I know Poirier beat McGregor. I get it, but you know, like, oh, McGregor slept Chandler in round 1. Poirier had to take him to a tough fight in the 3rd round. Was losing the fight and got a rear naked choke out of nowhere. Woo, Poirier, woo. You know? He had to sub Chandler because he was struggling that bad. You know? I knew he set it up and got it, but still. You never see Poirier get subs. So McGregor versus Masvidal on TUF if it happens. If not, fuck off Masvidal and go fight fucking Shavkat Rakhmonov or something like that. Jeff Neal winner. Who will loser of that fight possibly because they are higher ranked than you. And you're fucking irrelevant. Just wanted to end off that note. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. MMA news reaction. Yeah, McGregor. What are people say? McGregor Chandler. Team Ferguson, Team Chandler, Team Poirier. Not Poirier. Again, I'm not interested in that. Needs to be DP. No! It can't be Tony as well because Tony's been losing nonstop. Makhachev. No, he's champ. These stupid idiots. Michael Chandler, hopefully Masvidal. Yeah, peace.